First, the Queen issues a decree that changes the status of Somerset from an ice. Suddenly...
Fine goods at fair prices.
Have you ever seen such creatures? Raz has not. Probably neither have you. You are a newcomer, yes? New to this island of high elves? This ominous? No, nothing of the sort. Well, maybe a little of the sort. Depends on how things develop. Raz has come to Somerset at the behest of Queen Irene to make sure her decree asks some questions, determine the mood in Shimmerin, and see how the newcomers are faring. Rumors have reached the Queen, and she is concerned. So Razum-Da comes to see what is happening and fight strange creatures. Now Raz is concerned as well. While you ask questions around the city, Raz can take care of some other business.
Find your own patch of beach. Not that you'd understand the concept, but the path to Alaxon, an ultimate I believe in... Perfection requires constant vigilance, so back to it.
Bara, Caravel. How can a humble merchant help so exalted a personage on this fine and fine day? The divine... Did a justiciar send you to harass me? I've lived in Somerset my whole life, and I did nothing wrong. After I filled out all the proper forms and arranged to bring my cousin here, the ship arrived and they carted all the newcomers away. For questioning, they said. Somers...
This is unheard of. Why have you closed
Such anger. Raz never expected to hear such words from the Queen's loyal subjects.
the workers I hired?
The sentiment isn't universal, but enough feel this way for Raz to be concerned. Sequestered. Just a different word for imprisoned, yes. Ranul's cousin just arrived, but Old Newell's assistant has lived on Somerset since long. Why would the Aldar gather up newcomers and non-High Elf residents alike and send them to the monastery? Does the kin lady condone this behavior? Raz's head itch. Raz admires your enthusiasm, but this one needs you to enter the monastery on your own. Raz has other fish to catch. This one will help you get past the sentry, though. When you notice that the sentry is distracted, just sleep quietly inside.
You there! I have a... Damn it, why won't this work?
Did you see a golden knight?
Sentry!
I have no idea what...
Raz owes you for that game of cards and has come to pay.
Well, I don't recall any... You see...
What's the matter with you? Get out of here.
No, not now, please. Your spiritual well-being can wait until after my nap. You'll have to ask one of the monks that the new Aldach brought with him. They deal again with the questions about Aldach Tilk, the Aldach, the monastery.
Unusual knick-knack for an Aldach's office, wouldn't you agree? I noticed you skulking around while I was engaged in some skulking of my own. The sequestered newcomers. I came to find out what happened to a friend. Interesting. I've never seen anything quite like it. I find it the sentry doesn't appear to have stopped you, so I could ask you the same question. That's the question, my cautious friend. We have a newly appointed... A curious pearl. I wonder where the Aldach acquired it.
You've got to the count
Probably
of 3
not.
to leave. 1. Why are you here?
Something's wrong down here. I sense magic. Vile magic. Cages? These people did nothing to deserve such treatment. There's someone alive over there. See if you can help her.
Thank the divines! You aren't one of the monks. It's a nightmare. We came just... The monks gathered them a few moments ago and took them.
Is that a scoffin?
Oh, thank you for setting me free.
A Daedra? Here? And that's a An excellent question. And one I hope to find the answer to. Then I suggest we pick up the pace. We need to determine... I'll explain everything later. For now, we need to hurry.
More newcomers? Unfortunately, the magic only affects those who have been prepared. But never fear. Your turn will come.
Daedric cultists? The pearl's draining these people. I'll deal with the pearl. You hold off these creatures. Girl's magic attracts these creatures. Hold them off while I complete my spell. Come on, let's talk outside. Those, I promise, the situation. Living on Arteum for a few centuries doesn't prepare you for physical activity. Let the Eye of the Queen know what we discovered, and I'll catch up with you later.
Can you? Can you believe the...
Ah, this one's new partner returns. That isn't the kind of scandal Raz was hoping for. Murder. Accuse? Not exactly. Raz wants you to... A Sijik? Raz has heard rumors, but there are always... There was a life-sucking pearl. You should probably have led with that bit of information. Well, we can worry about the Sijik mage and figure out... Kinlady Avanis and Raz do not get along. You see, there was a horse, a platter of...
Buying, selling, trading. remember. Yes, but life come its day.
Yes? And who might you be? The kin lady is currently engaged. She's holding a conference with Shimmerine's elite to discuss certain political matters. Yes, so you do. And may I say that your outfit is suitably elegant. Please, head into the garden.
We all have concerns regarding the Queen's decree. I assure you that I am working with all Dark Takala to safeguard the sanctity of Shimmerine and all of Somerset. Enjoy the food and drink. Business of the city requires my attention, but I shall rejoin you shortly.
I see the Queen's decree has even attracted some of our brethren back to our shores. But make no mistake, Ultima or not, you're as much a newcomer as one of those cats or lizards. You heard that somewhere, did you? I'll have to have a discussion with the Divine Prosecution about how lax our security has become. No, I jest. You really are well informed about things here in Shimmerine, aren't you? For an outsider. Though your heritage might be Ultima, but you aren't a native of Somerset. You simply don't have the bearing and cultured air of a true child of the island. That's a serious accusation to toss around so casually. What did you say your name was again? I want to make sure to add it to the Divine Prosecution's observation log. For your own protection, you understand. I suddenly remembered some business I need to deal with as well. Feel free to pester the other guests in my absence.
Dare you barge into my home without so much as a bite? I'm sorry, Kerem, but I have no time for petitions or solicitations today. I have such innocence. You really want to know why I oppose the Queen's... Aldark Tilkala came highly recommended. He has grand plans for protecting Shimmerine. Grand plans. Unfortunately, in my haste to deal with the Queen's decree, I may have made an error in judgment. Not that it's any concern of yours, but my Chancellor has been unable to verify the Aldark's existence prior to when we met, and I recommended him for the position at the monastery. I assure you, Kin Lord Millenthal praised Tilkala to no end. That's preposterous. Aldark Tilkala sequesters the newcomers to ascertain their suitability for life in Somerset. Those who pass will find a place here. As for the rest, they'll be returned to wherever they came from. That's what we agreed to.
My lady, one of the monks said to deliver this message. It's from the Aldark himself.
The Coral Forest. An odd location for a meeting, but I need to hear the Aldark's explanation.
Psst. Pretend you are adjusting your boot. or admiring the architecture. As hard as it may be, look anywhere but directly at Raz. Good, good. Now, tell Raz what you learned at the King Lady's Manor. Raz thinks Avanice is as naive as she is complicit, but she's not a murderer. This new Aldark, though, has so much blood on his hands, it looks like he's wearing red gloves. From what I could discover, he didn't exist before he came to Shimmerin. The Coral Forest? A strange meeting place. Raz thinks we should go and see what the Aldark is up to. After I take back that outfit, I might need it again later. Ah, you have a pretty admirer, my friend. The Psijic Sage, yes? Here she comes now.
I'm glad I found you. While watching the King Lady's mansion, I saw her ladyship sneak out the back and leave the city.
The King Lady is meeting the Aldark in the Coral Forest. Raz smells something, and it isn't moon sugar biscuits.
Your reputation precedes you, Eye of the Queen. I am Valserin of the Psijic, and I agree that the Aldark is more than a simple monk.
We should work together, yes? But let's travel separately to avoid attracting unwanted attention. Raz will find you both at the Coral Forest.